Hello, this is Crystal here, and I still have 2 more readings to go, so... Okay, which one is it going to be first? This one. It's Scorpio, so that means the last one will be Taurus. Anyway, Scorpio, this is going to be your reading for those Scorpios who are single and looking for love, or not looking for love. Anyway, it's love for singles who are Scorpio. 3 of Wands, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's very funny how many major arcana cards have been coming out, both in this deck and both in this deck, in the extra cards. It's amazing. Anyway, what I wanted to say, Scorpio, so it's a love reading for singles, but what I want you to know is it's a general reading, and general readings don't always resonate. So some things will resonate, other things will not resonate, sometimes not at all. If not at all, go and have a look at your rising sign and your moon sign and watch that video. If things here resonate and others don't, please take along those that resonate and leave behind those that don't, because it's a general reading and general readings are just of that nature. Anyway, so Scorpio, let's have a look here. First of all, I'm going to start with the Death card here, because I feel there's a big transformation has been going on. Let's see, that's like that. Big transformation has been going on within you. Death is never about, I don't read that. I don't read about death. I don't do that. It's ethically not responsible. But anyway, death here isn't always about something that dies inside of you and then something new comes. And that is inner work you have been doing. And this is, of course, because we're talking about love, maybe you have been doing some soul searching here. And maybe you have come to some realizations here that what you've been doing in the past with regards to love has not always been the wisest and has maybe brought you heartache, and you have now done some work and maybe even done some work with a counselor or a therapist. Who knows? I don't know. It depends on your personal situation, Scorpio. But it feels like there has been inner work. And look here, there's the sun coming up in the horizon here in the back. I feel that, that is you emerging, like a new you emerging. But here in the love situation, you're like a new person. You're having a new stance. You're having new energy. You're having a new way of standing in the world and in the world of relationships. There's a lot of change, and that, because you have done that inner work, it's going to bring you changes in your love life. It's going to, and changes for the better, changes that are making you more happy and bring you more joy. So yes, there is something on the horizon. I feel this is a past card. In the past, you were always on the lookout. 3 of Wands, always on the lookout here, the ships, looking at the persons coming in and having expectations from them. And sometimes those expectations were not fulfilled, because it's just how it works. Sometimes they were, but you have decided now to not do that anymore, to not have always expectations and to, from people, and then expect them to be like you want them to be. You're no longer doing that. You have a sort of an epiphany here. And with the sun rising, like I no longer can do that because I expect way too much, and that will change the energy completely. And when that energy changes, and when you do all that change and that inner soul searching, and you have that epiphany, like, people are who they are, and I can't change them, and I cannot expect them to change and have those expectations, because I'm only setting myself up for disappointment and problems. Just hold on. Low power mode on my phone, so I need to charge before I do the last reading, which is ironical. It's my own sign that is going to be last, Taurus. Anyway, I'm a Scorpio ascendant, so this here. Anyway, the new stance is going to bring that new energy, so that it's going to free up that attached energy, that crabby energy, that just, that smothering energy that you sometimes have when you're waiting for somebody to come in your life and you have expectations. You're releasing those expectations, and that is going to be good. Now let's see what other cards come out so that I can say more about that. See, in the past you were a bit controlling. Emperor on this card. So I read this card as attachment and expectations from those people that came into your life. And yes, and that sometimes made you a little bit tyrannical, or, a bit too willful, a bit too much control, and that chases people away. So you have decided to no longer do that. And you have also seen the light. You have seen that, you've been doing that. So I feel that some Scorpios amongst you may have had realization, and some may have had the realization with help of a therapist or a coach or something like that. Anyway. See, when you're going to create a new garden with new values, and when you do that, you're opening up the energy to bring people into your life, to bring someone new into your life. Now let's see if somebody new is appearing. There is movement, yes. I don't know if somebody new is appearing, but that you have new values and that you have new energy, and you're putting that out there, and you're still working on yourself. And I feel you need to work on yourself a little bit more. That is good. That is really good, because that brings you, I feel that has the opportunity for somebody new to come in, and to come in without the willfulness, without the control, without the attachment, without the expectations, and then you move forward. So I feel their possibility is very big for somebody to come in. Yes. Now, if they will actually come in, I'm going to see that when I pull 2 more cards. But I feel there is like movement forward in the right direction. And you are really consciously taking control of you, not of the other person, but of yourself. And that you're in control of, being too willful, or having too much expectations, and just saying, you know what, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to see what happens, because you feel that you have changed your energy, and you're seeing results of the hard work you've been doing. And that's why I think that somebody will be coming in. So I'm going to pull a card on you, and because I haven't seen another person here, I'm going to just pull another card here and see what that card says. It could be about another person, but let's just see. Let's keep that open. I feel that, yes, with the 6 of Wands, that is you. You will be successful in attracting a new partner, and someone good. And that will bring a lot of movement in your life. And that will bring a lot of, you also have the willpower to make this work this time. To not grab on and attach yourself and to be very intense, but to say, okay, you know what? You can be who you are. I'm not having expectations. We're just going to build this together. I feel that is possible. Yeah, there's somebody coming in. Prince of Pentacles. Somebody with these values. Somebody who sees you also as this you with new values, with your new values. So it could even be that you already know this person, but that they are now attracted to you, Wheel of Fortune, because of the hard work, because you have changed so much, because you're no longer doing this, you're no longer grabbing on and holding on and then attaching and then squashing and squeezing and having all these expectations that nobody can fulfill. Nobody can fulfill. You are now working on a different garden with different values, with a different foundation, and with a lot of change and transformation and inner work done. And that is good, because that is going to bring in that person, which you may already know, and maybe you already had hopes at that person, or maybe you like that person, but because you were here, always expectations, very too much willful, this person stayed away from you. But now with that change, this person, that energy is freed up, and that person sees you, really sees you for who you really are, with all your beauty and your values and your beautiful ideas and beautiful way of being. And they are now all of a sudden, they see you and they are attracted to you, and you can move further and onwards together. And there is the possibility of a relationship evolving and developing and moving forward and becoming better and more beautiful. That is all in the cards here. Now, of course, the cards are the cards and they give a potential energy. But if you don't do the hard work, then you're not opening up these cards here. Then you're staying in these cards, Scorpio. So try and really do some deep soul searching and see where you are too willful and too controlling and too intense, so that you just kill potential people that come into your world, not literally, but their love, and you squash the possibility of a relationship moving forward with your intensity and your willfulness. So really, because Scorpio can be quite intense, and some people are scared of that, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to continue doing that. So you have to sort of release the reins. Instead of here taking the reins, you have to sort of let the Sphinx pull the card in the right direction and trust that it goes in the right direction. Trust that Wheel of Fortune, that it will bring in this Prince, this Knight of Pentacles. And the person is ready to come in, because this pentacle is the same as this pentacles that you're creating here in your foundation, with like-minded or likewise. The values are like-minded, if I'm making sense here. Anyway, let's see what the message cards is. This is from the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland. And then I'm ending this with the Spirit of the Wheel. And this is a deck with a few words on it, on every card. And that is to think about, or to meditate on, or to just, think about. It's just that. This is funny. Scorpio new moon for Scorpio. Work through your fears, because basically here, these expectations and that willfulness is based on fear. And that transformation, the work that you're doing, when I said maybe even with a therapist, it's working in your fears. It's, seeing why you are so intense and so willful. And you have all these expectations from other people that then other people cannot fulfill, and then they run away from you. And that creates a whole tension and dynamic that is not good for you. So if you face your fears and you really see that you're too willful and you're then squashing people and you're just chasing them away, if you see that, you can change that, and you can do that inner work, and then everything start moving, and then you're going to be successful in a relationship. And that Spirit of Wheel card is Freeze Up Moon, identity, self-discovery, and vulnerability. I really love this, because it's really going back to this Death card here. It's soul searching. It's discovering who you are and then trusting who you are and building upon that foundation. There's a new you emerging here. But with your true identity, it's really you getting over your fears. And then the new identity, it's not like it's a new identity, it's already been there, but you're now finally acknowledging your worth, your value, your self-worth, your self-confidence. You're discovering yourself, and you're willing to be vulnerable. You're willing to be vulnerable, and that changes the whole energy and opens up the Chariot and this person here. It opens up the energy for somebody to come in, even somebody from the past. May come back, or somebody you already know. It's very probable that you already know this someone. Maybe you've already been in a relationship and this person is coming back, but it could also be that you know this person, you've not been in a relationship, like a romantic relationship, but that now they come in as a potential romantic relationship material. So Scorpio, really do the inner work. The more you work on yourself, and the more you see that sometimes you kill things by being too intense and too willful and having way too much expectations. And that it's just, you limit these other people. If you can see that and you can work on it and you can really trust yourself and being enough just by yourself, and just then letting the other persons be who they are, then you're going to go a long way and you're going to resolve this whole thing. And things start to move in the right direction, Scorpio. Okay, so that's it. This is quite short, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you for being here, Scorpio. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being in my world. As you know, I do a daily tarot card here on YouTube as well, on the YouTube Shorts. I do them also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and nowadays on TikTok. So if you are on any of those social media, please give me a like, give me a follow, maybe give me a like for this reading as well, maybe share with other people, share on your social media, divulge, that's always helpful, thank you for that. Anyway, what else? If you haven't signed up yet, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and maybe click the alarm bell, because then you know when new readings coming out, and then you also know what's going on, what offers I'm having, what new videos are coming out, because lots is in the pipeline since we're ending the year and the new year is ahead of us, and that means sneak peek into the 2022 and things like that. So lots will be going on in these last few months of the year. So please, if you click that alarm bell, you know when that's happening, and you'll also know when there are special offers on my website for personalized readings, what discounts I'm giving, what offers, etc., etc. I will also be opening up a new contest. So if you subscribe and you click the alarm bell, you know when I do that, and you can enter the contest and maybe you win a free tarot reading with me. That's it for now. The dogs from the neighbor are barking, so that means I have to close it down because it gets on my nerve really, really badly. But that's not on you, that's on them and on me. For now, thank you for being here, Scorpio, and speak soon. Bye for now.